Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is a Black Manga Critic here. We are live for Battle Angel Alita, all right? Part 7 of the Battle Angel Alita Last Order Read-A-Thon. Again, I'm going to make sure that, by the end of the week, the streams that I say I'm going to be streaming are going to be done. So, hopefully today I also get to stream Yona of the Dawn. That would be amazing if I could do that. Get a few chapters into that. All right, that's sort of the goal. I'm not gonna make promises about that, but that's sort of the goal for me. Like if I can do this stream and that stream, I'd be great. And then I could do Basada tomorrow along with another manga. Tomorrow's I'm gonna put Paradise Kiss tomorrow, so I might do Paradise Kiss and Yona tomorrow. So that might be what I do instead of like having it today, just trying to squeeze it in, and not have too much time for it. I think I'm probably gonna do Paradise Kiss tomorrow and Yona. Along with Basada, because Paradise Kiss is not going to be very, very long, and I should have some time, a good amount of time to do it tomorrow before I have to like get some stuff done, like class stuff. All right. Anyways, let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. Battle Angel Alita. All right. I know certain folks are going to come through. All right. Hopefully, I get to see Desiree, Justine, Michael, the folks. All right, come through for that Battle Angel Alita greatness. If you can't come through in the chat, it's fine. It's no biggie. It's no biggie. So long as you're watching, it's cool. All right. Also, I'm going to be launching my Patreon tomorrow. That's and that's going to be awesome because I took quite a bit of time to figure out what I wanted to present for that. So if you've been a long time viewer of the channel and stuff like that, and you want to see if there's going to be some extra content outside of the channel content, come through, check the Patreon out. If it's something that you want to support, great. And if it's not necessarily something that you want to support, it's okay. It's not a big deal. All right. I'm not going to be like, I hate folks because of that or anything. All right. So, let's get into it. Battle Angel Alita time, y'all. Last we left off, Zex was fighting this sort of like hypnotist, like this like mesmer individual who has the ability to like hypnotize folks, and it's like it has to do with like all of the like sort of like ways in which they fight. Like it's not like, oh, it's just hypnosis. It has to do with like actual forces, right? Like actual like physical forces like in the atmosphere or whatever. So let's get into it. All right. Chapter 43. That's what we're on now. All right, phase 43 is entitled My Son of Chaos. All right, so we're getting into it. Should be very dope. Okay. All right. The human psyche is often likened to the ocean, vast and deep beyond measure. The ego portion we are aware of is like a castaway, aimlessly drifting along on a flimsy raft. No one has yet seen the bottom of this sea. Throughout our lives, we suffer droughts, storms, lulls. The first to lay bare the depths of the subconscious, to grasp its laws and control its power, will conquer the psyche and become a saint. April 9th, ES 582. Police interview, Karkinos Research Lab. Chief Science Officer Specialist in Neurophysics and Subneuropsychology, Dr. Gordington. Sorry. Examiner. Okay. All the other staff rescued with you died mysteriously. You are now the sole survivor. This man drinking. It was so horrid. Never in my worst nightmares. Examiner. Will you tell us about the events of that day at the lab? Yes, I'll tell you, though I doubt you will believe all of it. King Crater, Luna, far side of the moon. March 21st. Within the crater rests Karkinos Lab on the base of Pincers Hill. The day we began the Equinox experiment. King Crater, a crater measuring 76 kilometers in diameter at 5 degrees north latitude, 120 degrees east longitude. We selectively bred subjects for genetic and psychological aptitude. We called these children the Read-A-Thon series. For our 7th trial, we used Read-A-Thon G to conduct subpsycho diving. We put him in a sensory deprivation tank and employed drugs and electromagnetic waves to induce an altered mental state. Examiner. And the purpose of this experiment? What was it? To map the depths of the psyche. This would allow us to gain control of the subconscious. Ultimately, it was our goal to develop an artificial saint. In this age, we can obtain superhuman bodies via cyborg technology, and have been granted eternal life via Methuselahization. But the human psyche, it remains frail and asinine. In essence, man hasn't changed in 1,000 years. This is the unresolved misfortune of mankind. If we can do that, if we can fortify the psyche, create saints ourselves, the infancy of mankind will come to an end. Hypnotic depth, 10,000 meters. At last, we've hit the bottom of the psychic trench. Excuse me. But what we found, it's beyond all our expectations. A new pit, dug deep in the mind, but it can't be. We've linked the trench to the amygdala. What more is there? Hypnotic depth, a scale that objectively expresses the depth of a hypnotic state. This scale has not been standardized, as a variety of scales may have. Hypnotic depth, a scale that objectively expresses the depth of a hypnotic state. This scale has not been standardized, as a variety of scales have been proposed by different researchers. Dr. Gordin's original method has incorporated the metric system into this scale. Okay. Okay. We're beyond max pressure. Read-A-Thon's G's life is in danger. Gentlemen, we've entered uncharted territory. It would be a crime against science to end our probe here. Oh boy. We must go on. The psychological reef blocking the well's entrance. Remove it with pharmacodepth charges. Yes, sir. Oh. Huh? Oh, what is that? Yo. Ew. And the monsters that erupted forth, they ate the staff? No. Now I can see it was but an illusion. The staff appeared as monsters to each other, and so they fought between themselves. Read-A-Thon G was most likely the true assailant. Yet I blew up the whole lab to destroy the hell that had come into being. The myths of all great cultures tell of monsters lurking in the depths of the subconscious. This time, we may have truly opened the gates to hell. Oof. The present day. Kethera's onion frame. ZOT round 2, match 1. Oh my goodness, this is a disaster. Look at this. Oh man. Folks are just spontaneously combusting left and right. Wow. These flames, we can't snuff them out. Reminds me of the lab 9 years ago. When I warned you of this, you told me the magic troop should be wiped out in the prelims. What do you think now? Did you bring me here to deliver sarcastic remarks? I learned that Read-A-Thon G was living under the alias Hufun, and I vowed to kill him. You will help me. ZOTT rules safeguard participants until they lose. As chairman, I must not compromise our regulations. You are the embodiment of order in this world. No room for ambiguity or recklessness. Fine with me. All people should burn. And here this guy is. All people should burn. Ha! Burn, 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 burn. And Zex is struggling. Zex stabbed himself. So, all right. Severed my spinal cord. Can barely... My spinal cord, not corn. Ugh. Severed my spinal cord. Can barely move my legs. If only I had my quench gun. Wait, I remember the old man going on and on about. Okay. The polythene gel circulating in the Fitzroy body is supposed to maintain constant pressure. But by partially breaking down this constancy, you can create various special effects. You must understand this to correctly apply this technique. Yes, of course. I can attack from here if I use that. Don't know if I can pull it off on my first shot, but... Wait, is that really him up there? That reality distortion field. With all the damage I've got, I won't have a second chance. If I were him... I sure wouldn't stand out there in the open. A trap? Is that it? But if I stall, his damn Anderson localization will eat me away. Do I take my chances and go for it? But wait. I'm always jumping the gun without thinking. Isn't that how I lost to Chu-san? Alita's fighting technique may seem random, but she's always got a strategy. But then again, I'm too stupid to strategize. That's not true. Oh no, my body's gonna combust. What should I do? What should I do? Huh? Oh, gotcha. Whoa. What was that? Oh, snap. Okay. Boom, what a punch. Bam. He strikes at thin air. It's funny because as this dude is commentating, the other person next to him is spontaneously combusting, and it's like, yo. Kind of reminds me of like commentators like it's kind of reminds me of like the shonen commentator who's just like, still like being like that, still doing it like their job, but like it's chaos all around, like the Catwoman from Yu Yu Hakusho in the Dark Tournament, or Gats from One Piece during the Coliseum tournament. Okay. What? Both Pyramid and Hufan have disappeared. It's as if it was all a misty mirage. Only the heaps of corpses belonging to the cult's female devotees remain. Oh my. A man has been pierced clean through by the fist of the great Zex. How did you know where I was? This. I guess you can't fake a reflection in a mirror. Yo. Ah, I see. I'll look into that. Yo. That was cool. That's clean. Oh my goodness. Boom. Kasplat. Oh, that is brutal. I did it. Sticking it out at the 11th hour led to victory. Is this perseverance, Niz? And so it ends. Your concern was unfounded. You still don't see. He used the double, nothing more. What? Then where is he now? Yo. You know what I love about this arc so far? The way that folks just keep coming at Body, yo. Like they got him shook. They got him shook. First, Alita, then Cerula, and then this dude, right? They got this man pressed. Yeah. Okay. Zex takes out his foe with a new long-range punch. And the second round goes to the Space Angels, huh? Yo, this person is still spontaneously combusting. I cannot. Hold on a sec. The scoreboard says the match isn't over. It's not. Lord Hufan. Misha, the surviving follower, appears to be on the list of entrants. Rules are rules, but Oh, what a cruel judgment we are destined to view today. Do as you will with me, please. Killing her would be easier than crushing an ant. Yo, you two. You can see me, I take it? Yes, this anti-hypnotic protosuit makes me impervious to your hypnotic abuse. You'd best prepare yourself, Jatan G. Our team placed a microcapsule in your body during the Equinox experiment. Were I to press this switch, the lethal dose and the pharmacodepth charges would kill you. Is that so? Oh, wow. Boom. Yo. Yeah, I think... Wow. Yo, dude shook. Bam. How in the hell? Pressing the button, it ain't doing nothing. Yo, Embody was just walking through. Walking through. Easy. Easy money for Embody. Whoosh. Man said, let's get that meditation going. I will not allow you to alter reality without my consent. Oh, yo, wow. Body said we not playing no games today. We not doing that. We not doing that. You're not gonna press me for too long. Wow. He said, "Wow, get out of here." So get out of here. Oh Lord, that was quick. My son of chaos, my God, my true motive. I see it now. Whoa. I thought you might be able to break down the barriers of this world and be the one to bring down Embody. That was my secret hope of hopes. Huh? You're not a failure. You're my best work. Oh, and dude killed himself. Wow. Good Lord. Okay, now you go back to the battle with Zex. Easy, but too easy. Forget this. Master Zex. Time's up, and with a score of 3-1 in this brawl of the second round, the Space Angels take it all as the clock runs out. Good. I like that. I'm glad there was like a time limit. Right. That was a good chapter. I like that. And Body was showing out. And Zex, he showed out too. That was cool. I like that. Alright. Page 44. Entitled Point of No Return. Okay. So Alita, we go back to Alita. Learning more and more. Becoming more proficient in Panzerkunst. And what I love again is like some. I think most martial art like manga, are about how you sort of evolve as a person and how you progress as a person, as you get more proficient at said martial art or martial arts. And I wouldn't say Elite is like the best at it or anything like that. I don't know if anything is the best at that. But what I will say is that I think it's one of the really good ones. This manga, like Battle Angel Alita, at sort of the portrayal of what it means to become more proficient at a martial art. What that entails, and every time Alita gets better, it's always because she's not only challenging herself but facing some part of herself that she couldn't before. Right, that she was maybe too scared to face or avoided, or that sort of thing. I love that. All right, and she like transcends it, right? Like she moves through it, or she accepts it. Very cool. All right, She's going through a door. It's point of no return. Who was that? Okay. Oh, this is like a flashback, I guess. How rare for you to seek me out yourself. Huh? So now you know who you were and what you did. Were the revelations enough? Are you able to be a normal person? Oh, it's this weirdo. Alright, okay, I remember. No scumbag. I'm not sure. Yoko was a child. She didn't know any better. But in her struggle to live, she was just doing her best. The pure of heart can be even worse than fools. They can massacre 100,000 people without turning a hair. It was a war. It's over. I was tried, paid the price. Is that how you see it? What a splendid way to justify the slaughter of those you've never met. It was a war, yes, and I'll bet you had no alternative but to follow orders, right? A slave to the whims of war. Isn't it time you cease this mad rush forward? A bit of advice, my dear pupil. Go back. Back where you belong. Back? Where? Before you've gone too far, go back to the people who would welcome you with open arms. Memories. Okay. Even if you are a war criminal or a dropout who quit before meeting her goals, these people won't judge you. Yes, that would be nice. Forget everything and live that way. But I can only stumble forward. I'm so graceless that way. I'm sorry, figure. Are you sure? This is the point of no return for you. If you keep going, you will face yet another cruel fate. One which will change you, heart and soul. Then there will be no home left for you, forever. Shut up! I won't be misled by your words anymore. You're neither a spirit nor the devil. You're just a shadow created by my feeble mind. Such a desperate attempt to rationalize all this. So now it's Jung, isn't? I like that. Carl Jung, get into that Carl Jung. I said Jung, but it's Jung. Sorry. Carl Gustav Jung, a Swiss psychiatrist, born 1875, died 1961, who originally was in agreement with Freudian psychoanalysis, but split off to found his own school of psychology. The shadow is a key concept in Jungian psychology. These are facts, it's true. Very well. Then I'll be off for now. Right, and obviously, I'm not going to go around and be like, oh, I'm like, an expert in psychology or anything like that. I would never presume presume that at all or anything. I will say that I think, one thing is whenever you're sort of being introduced to these different sort of branches of psychology, so it's always important to note what was key and what folks took, subsequent psychologists took from their predecessors, like what stuck, what was maintained, and what was just kind of like, oh, this is nonsense, like what was like disproven, I think do I think Freud and like Jung are like amazing people or anything like that? No, like not like in terms of like do I think they were like good people or something? No, I don't think so. But were they important to the development of psychoanalysis and psychology? Yeah. Okay. Very well. Then I'll be off for now. But we shall meet again. For no matter how strong you may become, I will always be near. Brute force is no match for the depths of the psyche. Okay, and Alita woke up. Kethera's central core block enclosure recesses. Hey, you awake? How are your eyes? Everything's fine, so how's the ZOTT match going? Over and done. They won. Fire in the stands, so some chaos. The others are hard at work. Good. Okay. Looks like I can use this central it looks like Looks like I can use this terminal. Oh geez, it's covered in frost. Oh yeah, no one's touched the place in over 100 years. Here we go. We're about to dive right into Mel. Oh boy. Prof, you all set? Indeed, this is better than a bucket of flan. And you, Kale? You know me, boss. I'm raring to go as usual. Alita. You mean I have to go too? Darn. Well, of course you do. How else are we gonna identify Lou? If you say so. Now plug the Now plug the hollow mem chip in for me. All right. Ping. Promise me one thing, okay? Huh? Now? What we're about to do, it won't destroy Mel, will it? Don't be an idiot. Come on, just do it. I've got to know. I won't let my naivete result in the death of many. I can't repeat the same mistake. Not like before. All we're doing is some petty larceny, okay? This is barely even a rescue mission. More like a kidnapping, if you ask me. But either way, it's too late for talk about right and wrong. All I want is to save Lou. Can't you see? I don't want to involve anyone else. Fine, Alita. Then give it up. We can't do this if you're not ready to be the bad guy. Now, calm down, you two. Alita, we've no reason to think this will lead to massive fatalities like the Kalman debacle. For now. Of course, as a scholar of karmatronic dynamics, I can say that the impact of this plan on our future world are... Well, to make a long story short, we won't know the results until we try. So let's give it a go. If you want to be a goody two-shoes, go hole up in a room forever. Boy, does he know about that. This is it, then. The point of no return. Alita, it is within the providence of nature itself. The very act of living and doing is ripe with evil. If you cannot accept this fact, the world is impossible to live in, as it is for poets. Of course, with your long record of combat, anything I might add would be like teaching a fish to swim. I see what you mean. All right, it was wishful thinking. Besides, trading in human brains for Nova's biochips is practically cause for the world's destruction anyway. Oh boy. This isn't the same as 200 years ago. It's my will this time. That's reason enough. Let's jack in. And they're going in. Oh, that's a dope panel. Wow. Oh boy. Really cool. Okay. Ping, where are you? Don't panic, Alita. We're right here. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm here too. Oh, wow. Excuse me. So this is what it's like inside? Kind of. What you're seeing is a representation of Camelot, the network shell that comprises Mel, to be precise. Camelot consists of 25 main units, each with a different function, as well as countless subroutine programs. The sectors of Camelot were named after the Knights of the Round Table. The self-destruct unit, Mordred, was activated in the attack 200 years ago. Arthur, the unifying unit, was lost. So that's where the name Kalman came from, just like in the story. Okay. Can one of you fill me in? Basically, a maze that was terribly complex to begin with was further scrambled thanks to a certain someone. I'm sorry. Okay, here's a note. Knights of the Round Table. The knights who were qualified to sit at the Round Table in England's Legend of King Arthur. Though there are various theories as to the number of knights seated at the Round Table, we've decided to use the number 25. based on the round table left at Winchester Castle. Okay. Kalman. Or, Kamlan, sorry. Okay, Kamlan, sorry. I've been saying it wrong, I believe. I've been saying, Kalman, but it's Kamlan. Okay. Kamlan, the site where King Arthur and Mordred's final battle took place. Now, Camelot's like the strewn pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. Federation engineers have been trying to restore it for 200 years, to no avail. And no wonder, they've been missing a vital piece all along. That would be Morgan Le Fay, the Fata Morgana. Yes, that's it. Why was something that important in Cerula's possession? Begin extraction. Whoa. What is it? Don't panic. Some kind of gate opened. We've jumped into an old domain. Whoa. A stone image? The icon of Merlin. Prototype of all the other units. This is the first time I've gained direct access to it. Won't bite, will it? Nah, it ceased functioning before the orbital elevator was built. I'm surprised it still exists. We can't waste time looking at old relics. Wait a sec. If we take this old path in, we may reach the incubator block with no antibody resistance. Ha! Let's give it a try. Shoom. All right, open it up. Phew. What's this? A screen of static? No. Is it snow? Oh, this is interesting. I wonder if that's Gelda. Interesting. Ah. It's either Gelda or Cerula. Interesting. All right. Era Sputnik 55. Okay. It was the largest solar flare ever recorded. Okay. A magnetic superstorm. Oh, this is phase 45. That was the end of phase 44. This should be very interesting. Phase 45 should be, chapter 45 should be really interesting. I'm looking forward to this one. So far, so good, y'all. I'm really enjoying these chapters. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Era Sputnik 55. It was the largest solar flare ever recorded. A magnetic superstorm that washed over Earth, paralyzing most electrical instruments. And it was not long after. All right, the title of Phase 45 is Impact Winter. It was not long after that an asteroid with an estimated diameter of 14 kilometers smashed into the far east, along with multiple fragments dislodged by the atmosphere on entry. Ooh, Lord. The impact shook the planet, blew away the ozone layer, and even tilted the Earth's axis. The colossal tsunami that came next raged hundreds of kilometers inland. The vast meteorite, later named Ixo, carved out a giant crater 230 kilometers in diameter. Ixo, a Mayan mythological goddess and the wife of the supreme deity, Izama. She's the goddess of atoms. Oh, sorry. I said atoms. She's the goddess of storms and floods. She's at times depicted as an old woman with sharp claws. I guess sharp claws. And called the fearsome crone. Okay. Right. The vast meteorite later named Ixel, carved or is I'm going with Ixel or Ixchel. Carved out a giant crater, 230 kilometers in diameter. Excuse me. And kicked massive amounts of dust into the stratosphere. Thick clouds that encompassed the entire planet, and soon the Earth froze over. No one had seen such a snow. Winter had come. The long, cold, impact winter. This is sort of like the the second ice age, like a fictional ice age, if you will. And of course, we know that something similar happened within the age of the dinosaurs, right? Or one of the ages of the dinosaurs. I can't remember which one, but we know that. 10 years later, Statue of Liberty just fell over. Frozen. Shoo. Wow. I have come. Ooh, yo, who this? Who this? Who is this? Michael. Who's this Michael Morbius looking dude? Like a white skull washed of its putrid flesh, the view of the fallen city is beautiful. Dost thou agree, Vilma, my love? Oh, this is probably Cerula. Yeah, looks like Cerula. Yes, but I also liked how the city lights used to twinkle in the night before. Vilma Faciri, later known as Cerula Sanguis. Yo. This is dope. Okay. Ha. No more. Those lights will ne'er return. 'Tis hopeless. The V-View never fed no one. Hey, boss. We'll find food in this land, won't we? Huh. Seems like that won't be an issue. Heh. Yep. These parts are swarming with survivors. Phew. Whoa. Oh. Cut your hollering and bring it on. Who is this? Oh, wow. It was our first battle on the new continent. Okay. Though it was more of a one-sided slaughter, if you ask me. Yo, they went in. Regardless, my cheeks were flushed with delight at such carnage. This was proof that we were still surviving on this planet. Bah, my ammo done run dry. Heh. Is there a gun shop buried around here? Police station will do too. Ooh. They're just like zombies. Can't talk no more. Get over the guns, Jocko. Jocko. Ammo frozen for 10 years won't do you any good. Let me be. Let us feast on this bounty all. Blood. Yo. It's been so long since I had human blood. Oh, they're vampires. Ooh, that's a panel. That dude just said, "Arr!" Right into that neck. Good lord. Drinking that blood. We are here. This land is now the domain of the cognate. Okay. My name is Vilma Faciti. I was born in Italy in 1808 AD during the Habsburg monarchy. Wow, 1808. Huh. Wow. From the day my fate was sealed as cognate, what humans spitefully call vampires, I left my homeland, roaming strange lands alone and beholden to no one. Until I lost myself to this man, Victor Byron, the leader of the cognate. Huh. The only man I've ever loved. I saw the world with him as his wife, and came to believe that the age of the cognate was here at last. Erdely, the Hungarian word for Transylvania. Okay, this is like, it's so weird, but it's interesting. You know what I mean? Like, I think this is sort of the thing that, you know, that's what kind of makes like a great sort of like sci-fi, you know, kind of story. Like when you can mix these when you can sort of mix these disparate I don't want to call those genres, but not genre because science fiction is a genre, but like ideas, these sort of disparate ideas like vampires and like cyberpunk. You know what I mean? Like when you can sort of mix those things in and there's like a flow that happens that's not like, oh, this sucks. You know, when you don't get that, oh, this sucks feeling, That's like, that to me is like a good thing. You know, and I'm not getting that yet. I'm not getting that like, oh, this sucks. You know? But it makes sense. It makes sense that they were like, oh, she's human. How could it be? I figured it was like some sort of like mutation type thing or something like that. I was not expecting vampires. Like, I was not expecting vampires. But it's interesting, to say the least. Okay. 4 cold years came and went. I came upon a group of mutants while off on my own. I had been careless. Oh. Wow. She got buried. Okay. And then somebody carried her. I hear the sound of a guitar. Oh. Was I too loud? No. Do go on. It had been years since I heard a guitar. Huh. You are... My name's John. I'm 13. He was born after the catastrophe. John's young fingers were clumsy, but his tune stirred my soul more than any master's performance. Very good. You'll be up and about in no time at all. John's father, Colin Farrell, tended to my wounds. Colin Farrell, like really? That's what we're doing. All right. You aren't a normal human, are you? Huh. Indeed, I am not. I am cognate, natural enemy to humans. Go on, kill me. Do it while I can't move. Kill you? Don't be a fool. Fellow humans, survivors of our global catastrophe, should help each other. Human? I'm a vampire, not a human. You're a vampire? Then can you transform into a bat? Or get burned by a cross? Sunlight? Does it turn you into ash? Ha! What a little superstitious bunk. Yo, he said, what are you talking about? He said, can you do this thing? Can you turn into a bat? Are you allergic to garlic? And I mean, does sunlight turn you to ash? Like, what's good? You sleep in a coffin? So that's nonsense. Before the catastrophe, I was a lowly silent scientist. Biology wasn't my field, but I'd guess that a rare virus caused this change to your DNA. You're human, just like me. About 60 people lived in their underground shelter. Methane gas was extracted from waste to generate electricity, and they cultivated crops to sustain themselves. All this was designed by Colin Farrell. Give it a taste. Give it a taste for me. It's wine. It's not Bordeaux, but not bad for a prototype, eh? It came as a shock to me. Just how much I'd grown to depend on the culture of the humans. I hated them, but you never know what something means to you until you lose it. I was also interested in the education of their children. The theory of relativity, quantum mechanics. Why teach such things in this age? Because precisely because of this age, the technological accomplishments of our forefathers cannot be consigned to oblivion. My plan is to teach everything I know to my son. This harsh winter will someday end, and spring will come in a few years or a few hundred years, but it will come. You believe that civilization will return to the way it was? I must say, while I admire your leadership, your efforts to keep civilization alive, you can't know how deeply we, the cognate, were made to suffer in the shadows of human culture's glory. Those times, I don't want ever again. All right, now John's listening. Okay. Once my wounds healed, I wished to return to my comrades. Victor, I knew, would be terribly worried about me. The humans met to decide what to do. Many of the men... What? Oh, Aoife, what's going on? Don't jump randomly. Okay, shoot. I gotta react. I will pet you later. I will pet you later. Okay. Many of the men said it was a danger to release me because others would learn of their shelter. They had every right to their misgivings. But indebted to them for my life, I had begun to feel an affinity towards these people. Was there a way to resolve this amicably? Let us make peace with Byron and his men. Yeah, they're not the same as Cerula. Like that. They weren't taken care of and nursed back to health and all that. They gonna try. They gonna eat y'all. They gonna eat y'all. One day we will have to rise to the surface. Let us work with them and ride out this difficult time. We cannot hide forever. I'd like you, Vilma, to be our emissary of peace. No, wait, Vilma, don't go. I like you. Please stay here with me. You can live with us. You don't have to leave. I'll let you suck my blood when you get hungry. I like you too, John. Wait for me. I'll be back with good news. Just wait. I look forward to hearing your guitar again. I believe Phase 46 is entitled, I Believed He Felt the Same. No food or ammo. Okay, this is Phase 46. So far, so good. No food or ammo. All I got was cigars and a Zippo. And there's Jocko. Okay. Hey, yes. Hey, what'd you find, Rags? Look, sir, they're brand new. Eliza will be so happy. Zabolska. Okay. That kid of yours died ages ago. She's still alive. She is. Has the tumor I think it's metastasized. Metastasized to his brain. He's a goner. Jeez. Hey, Rags. Will you follow me if I become the new boss? Why do you ask? Byron's gone all sissy on us. One trifling chick dies, and look at him. He ain't fit to be leader no more. If you beat him, I think about it. But the boss is strong. I think I have a chance now that he's gone all soft. Damn, less than 2 full mags. That ain't good. What's this about someone dying? Ooh. Vilma. Yeah, come on. Unhand me. Yo, Victor Byron, he's upset. Calm down, boss. Boss, your wife. Boom. Yo, he tried to calm him down. He got slammed. Not a ray of hope shines upon this soul. With this, my 1,000 years of life shall perish. Oh, wow. Yo, it's not like you to be caught off guard, Victor. Oh, my love. Vilma, fire of my life. I'd known Victor more than 30 years, but I had never seen him expose himself like that. Emotion welled up inside me at the realization of how deeply he loved me. Your wound was well intended. Such a fine scar. But there was the matter of my vow to John. It was impossible to hide anything from Victor. This wine was made by those who saved my life. And so it was that I told him everything of the shelter, the attempt to save civilization. in the hope of an alliance as fellow human beings, a hope I'd come to share. All we do is scavenge ruins and hunt down the last few human survivors. Since the cognate cannot bear new life, we will one day go extinct with humans. I grew hoarse. Never in my life had I made such a speech, been so full of passion. It was not like me. No, not at all. How would Victor react to all this? I felt so insecure, as if I were a teenager again. He'd lived 5 times longer than I had, and his hatred of the humans ran far deeper. Did I even stand a chance of making him see? It was no exaggeration that the fate of John and Kieran, of everyone at the shelter, was riding on his decision. Horrid taste, this wine. But if they should better it in days to come, then the wait may prove bearable. There were several exchanges of letters via messenger until the plan was set to dine with them in 10 days. Thinking back, those were the happiest days of my life. All I had to do was wait. Thou act as does a bride in waiting. Does it please thee so? I was thinking just how wonderful it will be not to have to hate anyone anymore. Yes, I see. Our souls so long to slip the chains of hate. Our souls so long to slip the chains of hate. At the time, I believed we felt the same. Only later would I learn that this embrace meant something else. Yeah, I mean, come on. Look. And this is the thing that happens to all folks. You hope so fervently for a change, right? For others to believe in, the same sort of progressive, revolutionary politics that you believe in. And then when they're just like, it is what it is, whatever, or they just go totally against that and they're just trying to be garbage for the rest of their lives. Oh, it's devastating. When that happens, when that event happens, and you know what it feels like. It's rough. It's rough. At last, the day of our dinner arrived. I am Victor Byron, and I am deeply grateful that thou didst save the life of my dear wife. I'm Colin Farrell. Welcome, all of you. Colin looked uneasy. Of course he did. And I didn't blame him. I mean, they brought everybody in there. Are you kidding me? You should have went with 2 folks and then brought the other two dudes who are out of their minds. Thirsty for blood. All right? Human blood. Which is fine. But it's they want to kill, they want to pillage. That's what a few of them want to do, And Victor, I don't believe man at all. You know how long it's been? Come on now. Just this way, we fixed a nice warm meal for you. I never saw this path before. Huh, John? Huh? Oh no. Who is that boy? That is my son, John. Pardon his rudeness. He's shy. Here we are. Please, have a seat. Wow. I'll find Lady Vilma for you. So tasty. We don't want it to get cold. Why don't you... Oh. No. Yo, this fairy tale vibe though, the Hansel and Gretel fairy tale type vibe, yo, I mean, come on. All right. Oh my goodness. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. Michael, what's up? Justine, what's up? Yeah, he's very Victor's very good looking. You're oh, you know what I mean? It's he's very good looking. It's But y'all know what's coming. Y'all know what's coming. Please eat. But wait, when John was like, come on, come on. Oh my goodness. The evil of humans. The evil of it. The evil. All right. Oh my goodness. We don't want it to get cold. Why don't you help yourselves first? Whoa. It's been years since I've had real cooked meat. And they're all eating? And then Victor stops Jocko from drinking the wine. John, I'm here. I kept the promise I made you. What is it, huh? Did the men scare you? Don't worry about them. They may be rough around the edges, but Victor will surely protect you. We're friends after all. It's not that, it's... Vilma, please forgive him. My father. What? Something doesn't smell right. Ugh! And then he just fell. The minute he started eating, I was like, yo. And then Victor was like, don't drink that. And it's interesting, right? That he decided to say, yo, I'm gonna make you stop eating and drinking. But I'm gonna let this other dude right here keep eating. Like, there's like, it's little things like that, right? It's not just, oh, it's a trap. Oh my goodness. But it's like, I'm going to decide as a leader who I think deserves to live and who gonna die to this trap. That's, oh Lord. This man, Mel, Zappo's dead. Damn, it's a trap. Wait, Jocko, look at the floor. Damn those ornery, those ornery pigs. Oh. Yo, carbon disulfide. Yo. A compound of carbon and sulfur known as the molecular formula CS2. In its pure state, CS2 is an aromatic, colorless liquid, though impurities can give it a yellow color and a foul odor. This volatile vapor is heavier than air, poisonous, and extremely flammable. It didn't blow up? Relax. Carbon disulfide is poisonous and flammable. A small spark will set it off. It'll ignite when they rush to break down the door. All we have to do is wait. And this is, it's little things like this, right? It's like, he could have said it. He could have said it so that there was just a spark in, like, you know, a certain time limit, right? Like, if it was like he could have set a timer, that would have went off, the spark would have went off, and they would have just been, like, done. But it's like, it's almost like he decided to see what was going on. So, like, is he testing them? Is it just a trap? Like, what's going on? You know? What is the meaning of this? My Eliza. Zappo, don't go. Poison. Boss, you knew about this the whole time? Yep. He said, why didn't you stop him? Because he thinks he trash. Morse, with that nose of yours, you should have known. Old Rags there already had one foot in the grave. At least he ate well for his last meal. Vilma, thou canst hear me, I know. Now, dost thou see? This is the true nature of humans. You made a fool out of me. Was it all a lie when you said that we are all human like you? Not at all. What I fear is neither vampires nor demons. It's outsiders. I have a duty to protect this shelter from mass murderers of whom we know nothing about. But you're different, Vilma. You're smart and beautiful. Stay here and be a mother for John. We need you. Oh, Lord, the just cornballness of it all. Oh my goodness. This man. I'm like, come on. Yeah. Yo, just see that's what you like yo too. Yo, I can't. He was Zippo was the most expendable. That's true, but it's like damn, it's just damn. He just let him eat and then kill. Ooh, that's rough. He just let him eat and die like that. My goodness. Yo, Vilma, I knew that it would come to this. That they would use foul means to ensnare us. Humans are a flock of sheep without a shepherd, and we are the wolves that hunt them. This is our God-given destiny, and it will never change. If you knew it was a trap, then why? Why come with me? Vilma, thou art a kind woman. I did not wish to see thee betrayed and hurt, but thou wouldst never accept how evil humans could be unless I did this. Thou shalt choose, us or the humans. Man. Wow, look at this. Vampires in the world of Battle Angel Alita, the history, three main causes of death, altered shock. There's so much here that I want to read. Yo, on my own time, I'm definitely going to read this. There's so much that I want to read when it comes to Battle Angel Alita. Honestly, there should be like they should compile like a book of all of this information, like and put it out in like a deluxe edition or something. Like that would be amazing. If there was just like a text that you could buy with all these pages, like the actual like the rules of Motorball, Battle Angel Alita, like vampires, Panzerkunst, right? Like all that stuff. That would be amazing, right? Like the makeup of the different political factions, that like all that in one like text, that would be amazing. I would buy that so fast. But this is cool. I'm gonna read some of this because I want to read some of this before I move on. This is dope. All right, so she's got to choose, and we're gonna move on to the next chapter, and that's gonna be a big chapter. Right, but like I want a data book. I want like a solid data book for Battle Angel Alita. That would be amazing. I would buy that so fast, yo. Y'all don't even know. Oh my goodness. All right, so there's some history. Versus the supernatural creatures known as vampires have been feared throughout history. Late 20th century advances in biology show that they are indeed formerly human, mutated via infection with the retrovirus known as the V virus. Carriers of the V virus are called type V mutants. History. Tired of being oppressed by the Christian community in medieval Europe, type V mutant elders assembled in the 17th century to find a secret organization only known as the Society. Type V mutants across the globe were united, taught to refrain from excessive violence, and integrated with humans into a system of coexistence. The Society considers the word vampire a derogatory term, and prefers to refer to themselves as the cognate. I'm gonna start calling them cognate now. That's what I'm gonna do. So there's so many different things, and this is like this chart with vampires in folklore in comparison to type V mutants. Wow. So let's say, so I'm gonna read that, and there are a few things here that I really want to read. I think I'm gonna read through not all of it, but most of it. I'm gonna read through the vampires in folklore in comparison to type V mutants and the three main causes of death, and a bit of the altered shock. This is like who can suck human blood, right? So vampires can, of course, in folklore, right? Can, and type V mutants are the cognate. Yes, but they also eat normal food. All right. Cognates have eternal youth, as do vampires in folklore. Vampires in folklore can only be killed by exploiting their weaknesses, while the cognate have recuperative powers are exceptional, but they do die. Okay, so they live for quite some time. All right. Paranormal abilities. Cognate don't have any paranormal abilities. All right. Can transform. Okay, so paranormal abilities, vampires in folklore can transform into bats or puffs of smoke, etc. Special abilities. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna zoom in on that. Okay. Let's see. So, of course, vampires have special abilities in folklore, but the cognate have physical strength, heightened senses, and individuals may have even greater unique powers. So Cerula's ability to sort of like see the way in which things will end up, right? It's not like it's not necessarily like a future sight so much as something else, like I forgot what it was called. I guess like they call like sort of like I forgot what Cerula's ability is called, but it's dope. It's like a dope ability to sort of like see the way that things will sort of end up, to kind of see the sort of strings of fate and where they will lead. So that's her sort of special ability, right? And I'm assuming that like Victor and others probably have special abilities, but Victor most likely has a special ability as well. I don't know what it is, but it's probably very interesting. Pass on vampirism through bites. Let's see. So both can, but the cognate's victim survival rate is less than 1%. Okay. Reproductive capacity. We don't know about vampires in folklore. Most of the time, no. I've never really read certain stories of vampires that can reproduce. Usually they don't. That's why, like you see like something with like the interview, like interview with a vampire, and other stories where they'll, be like where they'll have children, where they'll, where they'll sire children, and those children won't be able to age, and so they're sort of like vampiric children, but it's like a mess, and it's like, ooh, Cognate, both males and females lose the ability to reproduce. Are warded off by a cross. Of course, we know vampires in folklore are, but cognate aren't. But if they were devout Christians, could form stigmata. That's interesting. Okay, have no reflection in reflective surfaces. Cognate do have reflections. Let's see. Will die with a stake through the heart. Well, yeah, anyone would. Yo, Kishi was funny. He's like, yeah. Reduced to ash by sunlight. They don't turn to ash, but can get sunburned. Hate garlic. Depends on individual taste. I like that. That's funny. Okay. So, altered shock. The V virus can only be transmitted through bodily fluids. Once infected, the body goes into a reaction called altered shock. Symptoms including a drop in blood pressure, agonizing pain, hallucinations, stupor, convulsions, and muscle rigidity continue for about 70 hours. Most die. Survival rates are thought to be correlated to levels of growth hormones and sex hormones. Interesting. All right. Okay, the temperature at the onset of symptoms is also thought to have a significant impact. Some data imply that survival rates decrease when the temperature goes above 25 degrees Celsius, perhaps explaining why there are few type V mutants in the tropics. 3 main causes of death. Suicide. All right. Getting over altered shock doesn't mean the coast is clear. The victim then faces psychological anguish. Carnivorous aggression, the so-called thirst for blood, increases. If victims do not wish to be infected, they may try to suppress the thirst for moral or religious reasons, and often cannot accept the change that has overcome them. The suicide rate within 10 years of infection may be as high as 60%, and only someone who thinks nothing of taking a life will easily adapt to being a cognate. If a cognate finds too much pleasure in killing, and the society is unable to shelter or confine him, a reckless escalation of crimes may ensue, leading to retaliation or police action. However, once the cognate gains the skill and experience to attack proficiently, or a desire not to rock the boat, only conflict within the cognate itself leads to such a murderous end. Okay, so suicide and murder, and then disease. Cognate are exceptionally resilient against injury, but are surprisingly prone to disease, especially cancer. This is likely related to the mechanism of ageless cell division. The rate of cancer within 50 years of infection is 30 times that of normal. However, the rate drops again 100 years after infection. The society's superstition has it that once one manages to survive 200 years, that once one has managed to survive for 200 years, The likelihood of death is practically zero, except in power struggles with other cognates. Wow. The above data was gathered by the Society prior to the catastrophe. The Society had enough clout to have a say in human politics, mainly in Europe. However, the catastrophe destroyed their organization, along with the rest of civilization. Wow. That was a lot. My goodness. Okay. So now we're entering this next chapter. Some dope panels. This dope panel of Cerula. Phase 47 is entitled Whoever It May Be. Oh my goodness. This man looking good, man. Tis Victor. This is what you like. It's like if you have like a vampire, like a certain number of vampires in your story, and they're not like conventionally attractive in certain ways. It's like you know. That's not to say that like I think like attraction should only be limited to like being conventionally attractive or anything like that. Like far like I don't believe in that at all. But what I will say is that like generally like I think individuals that tend to like vampire narrative like stories tend to like them like for one of those reasons like that aesthetic. There's like a particular aesthetic. Like usually your stories aren't going to be super popular if the vampires aren't like conventionally attractive. It just kind of is what it is like at the moment, Alright. You mean you knew this was a trap? You're letting that chick choose our lives or the humans? Are you out of your damn mind? Yo. Brittle thy tongue. I will kill anyone who insults my wife, whoever it may be. Yo, he don't care about us at all. Yo. You just now realizing that? He let that dude die. He let him eat that chicken. He let him chill, eat that chicken, and then let him die. Right? Y'all think it was for mercy? Come on. That ain't no mercy. There was no mercy because he was just like, yeah. It's like, whatever. He don't care. He cares about his wife. That's who he care about. He do not care about y'all. Please, Vilma, listen to me. I beg you. We may be the last people on Earth that can preserve our civilization. And you know how important that is. If it were only us, but we're not just talking about our lives and resources. We have a duty to the future to pass down humanity's wisdom and great legacies fostered over millennia. If we fail, the entire human race will come to an end, wiped out like the dinosaurs. The noble cause he expounded could in no way reach my heart at the moment. All I could feel was pure rage at the violation of my trust. A rage which coursed through my veins. Victor, swear to me, you will spare John and Colin, the ones who saved my life. Vilma. Don't come any closer. Oh my lord. Really, bruh? That's the decision you made? You chose to come as Cerula with a shovel? Ugh. Boom. She said, flip. Whack. Out of here. Dummy. Boom. Woo. Intestines came out of his mouth and everything. Oh my goodness. Stop it, Vil. Yo. Yo. She came through. Yep. Broke them fingers. Yo. Victor, please. Promise me, as thou wish, I will spare the Pharrells. This I vow upon my sword. Wow. Yo, Victor lifted this man up like he was a toy. Humanity's wisdom and its great legacies? Don't make me laugh. We, the cognate, are living witnesses to history thou only know through books. The sins of man and his dark history. And now, by thy selfishness, thou wouldst annihilate us and preserve only the convenient legacies? Monster! Go ahead. Go on. Kill me. But you'll never break my spirit. Not by force. Vile man. Thou hadst ensnared us and betrayed the trust of my wife. Tearing thee limb from limb would not be enough. But I am a knight, unlike thee, and I keep my vows. Thus, the others shall pay the price. Kill them all! Yo, this panel. Whoa. Whoa. Yo, this is the panel. Oh my goodness. Do not spare a soul, not one, be it woman, child, or animal. Burn it to the ground. Destroy this place so no human shall live here again. Just what I've been waiting for. A requiem for Zapole. No! Stop! You fiends! Go to hell! This way, boy. Wow, destruction. Oh my goodness. Yo. Dad. Our shelter. Our civilization. Boy. I thank thee for saving my beloved wife. Victor? Truly, from the depths of my heart. Thine innocence bewitched her, and ultimately brought her grief. Dost thou understand? And so it is, that thine innocence is deserving of 1,000 deaths. Wow! Yo! Oh! He cut off his arm! Yo! Oh, this dude has no chill. Wow. Yo. Oh my goodness. I mean, I should have figured he'd do something, right? He's like, all right, I'm not gonna kill him, but I don't mean that doesn't mean I can't hurt them. Oh my goodness. Why? You said you'd save John. He still lives, but I took his right arm. But unless the bleeding is stopped, he will die. Oh my goodness. John! Oh. Wow. Oh! Gah! Uh-oh. Wow. Yo. Do not restrain thyself, my love. The blood of thy dear boy, how sweet the taste must be. But blood. Oh, wow. What? Why? Stop it. No. Oh. Yo. She came at Victor. Wow. Ah, this is good. How did I let it come to pass? Was this the result of my foolishness? Yeah. You shouldn't have said anything about this shelter at all. You should have just let them chill on the ground. But at the same time, All right, it's interesting. It's interesting. We'll talk about it a little bit later. All right, how did I let it come to pass? Blah blah blah. My tears froze as they fell, shattering in the wind and mingling with the snow. I would never hear John play the guitar again. Thus, the Pharrell shelter was destroyed. Wow. Wow. How many years had it been since the beginning? No one could say. Not anymore. All right, one more chapter. Yo, Alita always does this to me. All right. Chapter 48 is entitled Sweet Dreams of the End, and then I'll stop here. Snow and ice without end. Eternal winter. Fewer and fewer living creatures. Hey, Victor, what if we keep roaming the world like this for hundreds of years and become the last living things on Earth? What would you do? Well, first off, we would kill and eat those two. Oh, Victor, Morse could hear you. And after that, alone on Earth with thee. This is when my curse shall be lifted and my blood-stained heart shall rest. We shall sleep together in this frozen world. We'll become statues of ice, locked in an embrace, and 1,000,000 years shall pass. That long? Heavens my, thine imagination knows no bounds. Travelers from a distant star will come to this lifeless planet and find our frozen figures. They will know that we had lived. We had loved? Will they too have souls? Will they know that we had lived? We had loved? Will they too have souls? They will. I know it. The world was ours for the plunder. We'd empty a city and move on, from ruin to ruin. We'd trap and eat anything alive. The end was near, or so we felt. Then we came to a ruined city with a large arch. We had no idea that this land would hold our fates. Oh, wow. Gah! Woo, that thing's strong. But pow! They look like a... I mean, this too is probably a vampire as well. Feels like a big one. Haven't bagged one this big in a long while. We won't be going hungry tonight. The lady should be pleased. Huh? Phew. Oh! Woo! What? An arrow? A human? Oh, wow. Ooh, boy. Rah. Wow. Huh? Yo, he got destroyed. Morse. Whoa. Yo, not a shot of rye. They all pierced critical tendons between muscles, all spot on. Though blind, Morse was quite tough. Boy, didst thou do this all on your own? So you're Byron, head of the man-eating vampires? Heard your kind was immortal, but it looks like you're no match for my arrows. Just like hunting polar bears. Yo. Not so fast, Pops. Know what this is, don't you? You're gonna blow up as one big happy family. Dynamite. Ha ha ha. Thou art a true find, young man. I've been bored for so long. Show thy face. I allow thee to declare thyself. Yo. The name's Arthur Farrell, and I belong to the Bradley Shelter. Is he? Pharrell, could it be? A hello is all you'll get for today. Now you know the Bradley shelter won't run or hide. And, are you Vilma, miss? Yes. My grandpa wants to see you. Will you come with me? I assure you, you'll be safe. Yo. Oh boy. Grandpa, I bought Vilma. Only then did it strike me. More than 50 years had passed since I'd seen him last. Yep, one arm. Vilma. I'm glad you're alive, John. I'm sorry, Vilma. Don't be. I'm the one who should apologize. Will you help my grandchildren? Arthur. I'm here. Work together with everyone. You must restart Merlin. It's the last hope of civilization. Wow. Grandpa? Grandpa! Hey. After seeing John again, for the last time, I felt a heavy burden lift from me. However, this brought me away from my sweet dreams of the end to the harshness of reality. As it was 50 years ago, we faced the choice of coexistence or downfall. My grandfather died happily, delivering his final words to you. So now what? Will you be our ally? Or... I've already killed one of you, of course, so you know I don't mind if it's war. Irksome brat. Not like John at all. But this may be our last chance. Coexistence with humans. If it doesn't work, only slaughter and a certain end await. What hurt me most about the Pharrell shelter incident wasn't Colin's deception, but Victor's. He only pretended to be persuaded by me. Yet even without Colin's betrayal, the massacre would have been unavoidable. If I tried to persuade Victor again, would I be able to melt his heart of stone? And if I failed, what would I do then? Weird. I don't see Adi, the lookout. Or Oti, the lookout. Here I was worried about you, while you're plotting to trap us again. Adi! Your turn to die, brat. Huh. Phew. Smack. Wow. She swatted down a bullet? Wow, she's superhuman. Yep. So, Vilma, wanna be my chick now? No, Victor will kill you. Too bad. You know what we do. The traitors. Heck, I can... Ooh. Wow. Disgusting. This guy is disgusting. I mean, we already knew he had to die. Right? We already knew Jackal had to die. This guy's scum. Ugh. I can't even say it. Alright, let's move on. Phase 49. Yo, these chapters are heat, man. Are you serious right now? I hate Alita. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me, manga? Alright. Let's check the chat, because it's been, yo. There's some heat, yo. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yo, phase 49. Punch through the thick clouds one day. Okay. In a match between sword and gun, it goes without saying that the sword is at a disadvantage. But you messing with Cerula. This is different. Once the bullet is in your sight, it's too late to act. You must detect your enemy's rising bloodlust before the bullet. I can't explain it in scientific terms, but I describe it as the will to shoot. I detect this will and then place my sword in the bullet's path to deflect it. However, Jocko is also skilled. He mixes in feints with his deadly surefire shots, and such rapid fire to deflect them all is impossible. I must protect only my vitals and close in at risk of life and limb. Any fear of hesitation will be fatal. I've learned from experience that the best distance to counterattack a gunman is 5 paces for rifles and 10 paces for handguns. I can't get any closer. Just 2 more paces. I can't defend in time. Jocko momentarily lost his balance, causing his rapid fire to stop. Look, I'm gonna say this. I think these chapters have had a lot of I don't even like, I guess I'd call them typos, but like they were just like, sometimes there's like a letter missing in a word, or there's like another word that's added that doesn't fit. You know, it's just like, I don't know. Especially for Last Order. To me, personally, I think if you're gonna put anything in like deluxe editions, it should be Last Order. It needs like it needs a reprint. It needs a reprint. It does. All right. Only for about half a second, but that's all I need to make my attack. Boom! Got the guns. Got him. Got them arms. Yo. Woo! Ended him. Doom. It's a wrap for you, dog. Yo. How did you... Wow. I didn't even have time to cover you. You're bleeding. Are you okay? It's just a scratch. I was lucky. Jocko lost his footing on the icicles that fell from the vibrations. Not for that, I'd have been killed. History would have taken a very different course. I'm going back. No, you... Let me go. Victor's waiting. But how will you explain that you killed one of your own? Byron will kill you for it. I get the feeling if I let you go, I may never see you again. I can't let you go back to him. I should have made my way back to Victor, even if I had to knock Arthur down to get to him. If only I had. We might have been able to avoid that tragedy. I can't imagine how Victor must have felt as he awaited my return that night. Oh boy. The Bradley shelter was converted from a military facility that was far bigger than the Farrell shelter. More than 1,000 people lived there. The funeral of John Farrell was held in the hall. He had been a doctor and a teacher, and many looked up to him. I let my mind rest with John for a long time. Awash in memory, Arthur's fiancée, Haruka, played a low, melancholy tune on her flute. It seemed that Arthur did not have an ear for music. Who is she? Wait. Who is... She's the one? Vilma? The vampire of legend? Whoa. Stop. Who let the she-devil into our shelter? Wow, yo, that man lost his legs to that attack. Marcus, leader of the Bradley shelter. Damn bloodsuckers. Vilma is a guest, Marcus. She even killed one of her own to save my life. You heard my report. Let her be. Out of the way. Have you forgotten what happened to the Farrell shelter, boy? She and Grandpa made up. Vilma's not our enemy. Stop it, you two. How can you fight at Dr. Farrell's funeral? Not now. Huh. Are you that afraid? She's just a vampire. What kind of cowards are you? Do I have to become one myself just to show you that we're no different? Come on, Vilma. Give me a bite. don't be so rash. When the V virus hits your bloodstream, as your body changes, you'll suffer pain and hallucinations for 3 days and 3 nights. The cognate call it altered shock. Almost all children and elderly die. The survival rate, even among healthy young men, is less than 1%. I can do it. I'll beat the odds. Come on, suck my blood, Vilma. And you can never have a child. Oh, yep. Yeah, Haruko's like, you better stop that. Excuse me. You better stop that, Arthur. Art, don't be stupid. You shouldn't make a girl cry. But thank you for coming to my defense like that. Fine, but she can only stay in the rebuild zone. That's the only place I can guarantee her safety. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. When are you two tying the knot? He says we can't marry yet. Not until work on Merlin has moved ahead. If only Dr. Farrell had lived to see our wedding day. John made mention of this Merlin too. What is it? I don't really know myself. I guess it's like the mirror of our hopes and fears. Huh? So Vilma, tell me. You've seen the moon, right? Tell me what spring and the starry sky are like. I've only read about them. The next day. So here it is. Merlin. Wow. Which part is the mirror? We're in conflict with Marcus and the conservatives who can't understand why we need to rebuild it. Radha can explain it all better than I can. Radha. Or Radha. Arthur's friend and a student of Vedic math. Merlin's formal name is the Wave Function Collapse Monitor. Merlin predates the catastrophe to Colin Farrell and his work. In 2006, Dr. Farrell built Pendragon, a quantum brain stimulator, to verify Penrose's quantum brain hypothesis. Vedic mathematics, a math derived from ancient Indian Brahmin scriptures. It utilizes a sutra-based calculation method to solve complex problems more easily than Western math. Roger Penrose, 1931 to present. A mathematical physicist who made numerous contributions to cosmology. He proposed that consciousness is produced by quantum effects occurring in brain cell microtubules, or tubules. I can't pronounce that. I should be able to, but I can't. With it, Farrell discovered data that appeared to be predictive of real-world events. The military promptly stepped in to fund a team to research whether it could predict the future. Pendragon's successor, Merlin, was built. And in 2010, Merlin foretold a huge meteor impact. But Dr. Farrell was ignored by his superiors. His team went back to their respective countries to prepare for the disaster. The next year, it all came true. Human civilization fell in the blink of an eye. All this was in the notes he left behind. Our team formed to recover Merlin from a research site several hundred kilometers away. We built this replica from scratch by analyzing the prototype. So it's a kind of divination device. Hard to believe. It shows probable states as they collapse into one fixed reality. And this is her ability, right? Like this is very similar to what Cerula can do. In quantum mechanics, that's called a wave function collapse. In other words, okay, so a few things. Yang Fan, pharmacology specialist. In other words, the study of ancient technology may enable us to predict the future. Predict the future? That would be great. Moses, Clara, and Daisy, voice box engineers. Can fate be changed? That's the issue. The device reads the Akashic records. Let's see. The Akashic records, a mystical recording layer on which the information of all things since the birth of our cosmos is written. This concept was put forward by Rudolf Steiner, born 1861 to 1925, and died 1925. Let's see. Tukum, Ben, and Nuku. Expedition team members in charge of materials collection and physical labor. I don't predict. What it says turns real. Well, I don't really care if Merlin can predict the future or not. I don't profess to know much about it myself, but is that a fitting attitude for the leader of such a project? When we ventured out in search of Merlin, we found mutant savages at the site. Merlin was their god, and Radha almost became their human sacrifice. We mustn't become like them. Merlin can remain a useless machine for all I care. A useless machine that prattles on about the future. Merlin is a symbol, Vilma, for everyone to look to the future. Books tell us how people used to fly to the skies, even travel into space. But look at us now. In caves so long, we've lost in all ambition. We'll punch through those thick clouds one day, even if it's my grandchildren who do it. I'd taken him for a half-wit with determination and a well-fashioned bow. But he had the blood of the pharaohs all right. These children could change this frozen world. This is what I believed. Yes, now I see. A mirror that reflects people's hopes and fears. Haruka's words may have been the most apt of all. She gonna die to Victor. Huh. They are gonna die to Victor. Most of them, anyways. Oh, that's a dope panel. Wow. Yep. A fine tune, though I know it not. Passion yearns within the quiet melody. Is it thine own? You must be Victor. Vilma worries so much over you. If you'd be friends with us, everyone would be so happy. Has this innocence deceived my wife once more? Happy? Huh. Only slitting the throats of men and indulging in an ocean of their blood can satisfy me. I mean, the only reason why Haruka's smiling like that is because it's a trap. Yeah. But I shall offer thee mercy as gratitude for your flute song. If thou hadst the grace of the devil, the gift of eternal life will be bestowed upon thee. No, stop. Oh, that's nasty. Wow. Wow. Phase 50. If thy soul. Alright, this is going to be the last chapter that I read. Whew, boy. Wow. Yeah, I saw some black folks there. I was very happy about that. And that they're scientists and that they're and that Radha was one of the leading scientists. We'd love to see it. Alright, let's keep it going. Chapter 50. Oh my goodness. Yo, the heat though. Alright. Wow, yo. Ah, such sweet blood. I almost lost myself a bit through thy slender neck. Disgusting. Huh? Yeah. Thy body is at war with its own self, just like the biblical war betwixt Satan and the angels. That is the curse of my blood, which now flows through thy veins. If thy soul doth possess the strength to live, even with God's curse upon it, if thou canst awaken to the joy of thriving on the feast of human blood, then the devil within thee will triumph over the angels, and thou wilt become one of us. If thou art as a cognate reborn, seek me out, and I shall care for thee as my maid. Else quench your thirst on those thou holdest dear. Even then thou canst spill if even then thou can still spout drivel about humans befriending the cognate, I may lend thee thine ear. Wow. No, I don't want to die. The cognate call it altered shock. The survival rate is less than 1%. I can't die. I have to live. Have to live so I can bear Arthur's baby. Wow, and you can never have a child. Yo. Jeez. Arthur. Help me, Arthur. Wow. Damn. What's all the fuss about? It's Haruka. Arthur, have you seen her? She's not back yet, and it's near nightfall. She asked me what it was like before the catastrophe. Said it would inspire her music. That must be it. She gets high-strung when she's composing, so she goes to the southern woods to practice alone. That fool. We're at war now. Damn. This sense of dread in my gut. Hey, Haruka. Alright, I'm gonna go grab an orange to eat because I'm starving. Like, yo. I'm starving right now. Just give me a sec. I'm gonna mute this and I'm gonna come right back. Alright? And I'm gonna go get myself an orange. And I'm gonna eat during the stream because I need an orange. I need something. Be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Just got to grab an orange. I'm just gonna peel it because, again, I'm starving. Like, I gotta eat something before I finish this chapter. I was gonna stop at 47, but now I'm at 50. We're at 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. We had 8 chapters. But they're good. It's really good. Cerula's, yo, you said it, Justine. Cerula's backstory? Oh my goodness. Really good. Really, really good. Alright. Let's keep it going. She's not back yet. She asked what it was like before the catastrophe. That must be it. She gets high-strung when she's composing, so she goes to the southern woods to practice alone. That fool. We're at war now. Damn. This sense of dread in my gut. Found her? Haruka. Hey. No, not yet. It's coming down hard now. Haruka. We found her. Frozen solid. Yo. Haruka. Oh no. How could he do this? Their hostile stares burned holes in my back. It was my own indecision that brought this on. If I had only gone back to Victor or chosen to stay by her side. Wow. Art? Huh. So you were practicing your flute. Haruka, what a silly goose you are. Hmm? Where's the other piece of your flute? Did you lose it? Is it down here? Come on now. Come on, Art. You guys, stop gawking and help me find it. Arthur, what is the matter with you? Haruka is dead. Murdered. She was your fiancée. Don't you even care about her? Huh? Why do you have to be like this? You always brushed her off. You don't have any idea how much she loved you. Stop it. And then Arthur, yo, boom. Sorry. Could you give me a moment alone? Okay. Radha is right about me. I wasn't as attentive to you as you wanted me to be. But I'll tell the truth. You were the only woman who could ever be my wife. I've always believed that. I love the sound of your flute, not just as music, but as a part of you. I put off the wedding to give me time to become worthy of you, to be a real man with work worthy of respect. I'm the fool, and now it's too late. It must have hurt you so bad. You must have suffered so much, Haruka. And then just a scream. Ah, what a panel. Yo, so many panels, yo. It's over. It's too late. The path to reconciliation is closed. There was only one path for me to take. Thou hadst returned. It's about time. Thou must be cold. I'll make some hot tea. Haruka is dead. Haruka. Ah, the maiden with the flute. Too bad. It's been quite inconvenient without an errand girl around. She must have been too virtuous to join us. Yo. Well, killing her was just a bit of fun to pass the time. So many lively humans in that shelter. We won't have to stay bored for long. I love you, Victor. Boom! Right through the chest. Yep. That's what you get. That's what you get. Yeah. Did I miss his vitals? Woo! But why? Vilma, why didst thou? Let us end it. Our cruel journey has gone on too long. Whoa. Arthur, is it revenge that you're after? Look, about last night. I'm sorry for what I said. Are you really sorry? If you are, then prove it. Hit me. Go on, hit me. What? Why, whatever for? Hit me. You loved Haruka, didn't you? You were jealous, weren't you? Ugh. Boom! Punch in the face. Bow! Oh my goodness. Hey, that hurt. Huh. I never said I wouldn't hit back. Come at me. Let's do it. Huh. Phew. I'm much more relaxed now. Thanks, Rara. To tell you the truth, I've been sitting here, scared out of my wits. Vilma's been missing since last night. Worst case, we'll have to fight her too. I don't see my arrows doing much good. Not against someone who can swat down bullets. Wow. To tell you the truth, I've been scared of here. I've been sitting here scared out of my wits. Okay, pitiful, that's what I am. Haruka would have been so ashamed. Then how did you kill one before? Didn't you wrap yourself in dynamite? Oh yeah, that. Just paper tubes. The grenade was empty too. Aha. You mean it was all a trick? Wow. Yeah, that's right. But it won't work this time. I just have to do what I can. Nothing else to it. Arthur, Radha, come here. It's Merlin. Hmm? I had such hope. If only you could only understand, Victor. We might create a new world with the humans. Why? Why dost thou want to help humans this much? We are the wolves who hunt the lambs. Why dost thou not understand? You haven't changed a bit since I met you. Even though the world has changed so very much. Wham! I love thee so much. Yet thou would still choose those riffraff over me? So sad. Canst thou fathom such sadness? The end that is to come centuries from now will come for you on this day. And after I kill you, I'll soon join you. Phew. Damn. What the hell? The reboot experiment is still months away. So what is it? Quantum vibrations in the microtubulus. Tubulus. Not sure what set all of this off. Is Merlin grieving the loss of Haruka? No, Merlin has been possessed by her soul. Idiots, that's all nonsense. Rada, you can analyze it later. We have to get away from Merlin. Moses, connect the artificial voice generator. I'm on it. Paths, Gimel, Semek, and Tav, open. Coherent light confirmed within Tiferet and Yesod. We've never run a test on this. The gauge shows we're A-OK. Orc or event growing into 300 to 400 millisecond cycles. Our design was right on. Will we receive a divine message? Haruka. Orc-OR. Orchestrated Objective Reduction, a theory put forth by Roger Penrose that uses the quantum gravity theory to explain consciousness. It's kind of scary. The future holds so many possibilities. It's scary to imagine that everyone may choose to believe only in Merlin's future. They say there are infinite futures, infinite realities that could come to be. And if so, is there a world in which Haruka didn't have to die? Where we don't have to fight Byron? Whatever. Right now, I'm in a timeline without her. Merlin, show me what I need. Seize the proof that we'll survive, and grant to us a world of hope from behind the veil of mystic night. Tell us what we want to hear, or face my wrath. Whoa. Huh? The end? No. Humanity still lives. The end times will not pass, while they live lives of ease. Whoa, so that's a special ability. I knew we were going to see it at some point. Think. Yo. My blade. It won't penetrate? Wow. Oh, yo. Damn. Winter will end. Spring will come. First candidate of 93 viable match. Here's a second, a 72% viable match. A tower that leads to space. Humankind will prosper in the stars. We did it! Hear that? We've got a rosy future. Woohoo! Haruka, your fears are rational. but I'll take what I can get, Haruka. Relay the prophecy to the entire shelter. Yeah, we will prevail. Yo, look at all them black folks. Yo, black folks will prevail. We know this. Over winter and the vampires? We're with you, Arthur. They'll pay for Haruka. He lifted this shelter out of its malice. Oh, not malice, malaise. It's not just Merlin. Arthur's words, his passion have lit a fire in their souls. It's time for me to step down. You, Art, you are now the leader of the Bradley shelter. Protect them, nurture them. This is now your duty, so don't get yourself killed. Arthur, Arthur. They go to war. He's a new man overnight, our Art. Haruka's death changed a hot-blooded youth into a leader capable of uniting us all. We'll see. Yes, but no one can stop this process now. Wow. I'm going to the shelter to kill every last human inside. Come with me to the slaughter. Only then shall I forget thy thoughtless remarks. His rage has taken command of him. I had hoped to end this before it got to this point. You have my love, Victor, but there is one thing I do not understand. Why can't you just forgive the last of humankind, now that the era of their reign is over? It was a millennium ago that my soul perished. Wow. Oh, he was hanged. Wow. And threw his body to the crows. Lord, Lord, why hast thou forsaken me? Those of the true faith bleed underfoot, whilst traitors prosper at every turn. Is this thy desire? And now thou hast yielded me to the devil. It's fine. If this is thy wish, then I shall abide in thy divine will. I, Byron, shall live as the wolf in the night and hunt every last sinful lamb. Vilma, only thou wert a light in my empty soul, but if thou wilt hinder my mission, then I shalt kill thee. I gotta stop now because I'm starving, y'all. Oh my god. I want to see this match so badly. But I feel like if I keep going, I'm going to finish the volume. So I got to stop here. I have to. Because, like, it's going to be so good. The next stream is going to be so good. But, again, I'm starving. I'm like, I had an orange, but that's, like, it's just not enough. So I'm going to stop here. All right? These chapters are dope. I wish I could comment on them. But all I'll say is that, yes, this is like a pretty tragic story. Kishido has done a phenomenal job here. I'm really, really into it. Yet again, I read a bunch of chapters. I read up to chapter 51. I read up to chapter 51. I read 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, and 51. I read 9 chapters, yo. It's still good. Still good. All right. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to say that Cerula's backstory is phenomenal so far. It's fantastic. It's so good. I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to end my streams for today. I'm just going to do Alita today. All right? But thank y'all for coming through. Shout out to Justine and Michael for coming through to watch. Yo. It's really, really good. Like, it's really good. But yo, thank y'all for coming through, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. At some point I will do like a Battle Angel Alita like manga review. That's gonna be something that I do for my Patreon. Sooner rather than later. I'm gonna set that up. It's gonna be like sort of like it's gonna be kind of like a video of certain things, talking about like instead of like a review for Battle Angel Alita, it's gonna be more like a kind of like exploration into the battles of Battle Angel Alita and why they're so significant. That sort of thing, like talking about what it means for Alita to do battle to perfect Panzerkunst. And if there even is a place of perfection, if that's possible. So that's what I'm gonna sort of get up to. I'm gonna get that done eventually, but thank y'all for coming through, because these chapters were heat, man. These chapters are heat so far. My goodness. All right, for real though, real talk. Thank y'all for coming through. I gotta get out of here. I'm the Black Mountain Critic. And again, thank you. Shouts out to Justine and Michael for coming through. These chapters are dope. Cyril is amazing, as always. I gotta get out of here, y'all, alright? I'm the Black Manga Critic.